Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. So, more attacks on white people and white demographic in the video game world. I remember when Jedi Fallen Order was coming out, they said, "Why is he white?" Well, they just chose to make him white. Who cares? So, Unwinnable Monthly argues Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order protagonist Cal Kestis, I thought it was Kestis, but should have been anything but a white male. We got this from Bounding into Comics. Thank you so much for providing many people with content. You guys rock. Recent column in digital video game magazine Unwinnable Monthly has argued that the protagonist of EA's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Cal Kestis, it's Kestis, that was, okay, good, should have been anything but a white male due to elements of the game's story. In Yusuf Cole's column, Fallen Men, Cole suggests couching his views between various pillars of social justice theory. Oh, great. That Kestis' journey of restoration from a mere survivor of Order 66 to full-fledged Jedi Knight adds weight to the argument that Kestis' role should have been more appropriate for a member of any other demographic, as the story of Kestis is that of his deserved role as a white man in a story told by white men. Well, here's the thing. I disagree, and I'll tell you why. After the thing here. Or after I'm done reading. There's basic desire to return to the status quo that outlines not only Fallen Order's skeletree-centric mechanical path, but its emotional core as well. It is a story of unfair loss and it is a game about dragging oneself back from loss. But it doesn't really consider what the experience of losing power might teach a person who loses it, though Cal does not ultimately choose to pursue these Force-sensitive children. By the end of the game, he is more powerful than he was as a Padawan. His personal mission of self-restoration is accomplished, even if the future of the Jedi remains murky. He has taken natural lead of his team, made up largely of women, and is clearly his decision about where they're headed next. Actually, I thought it was a pretty balanced crew. I mean, 2 men, 2 women. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a white guy. Anyway, the shape of his arc adds weight to the argument that Cal Kestis should have been anything but a white male protagonist. When the game's designer Stig Asmussen was asked about the choice of protagonist in the game interview, he replied that Rey was kind of a thing for Star Wars, so it made more sense to have a male protagonist. Beyond the weird logic that only one female hero can exist at a time, that's not where they went with this, you idiots. Choosing a character's identity necessarily impacts the shape of their story in the ways in which they might realistically interpret the events around them. Casually assigning Kestis' maleness also means a casual treatment of how that male fits into the story being told. Jesus Christ, you people just can't stop! Game designer Sissy Zhang described Campbell's hero journey on Twitter as a powerful fantasy because cis men are uniquely conditioned to conform to society at all costs. Kestis doesn't seek change. He doesn't seek to examine the unequal balance of power which allows the Jedi Order or the Empire to exist. He just wants to be a Jedi. He wants to wield a saber, to make decisions for others, as is his deserved role as a white man in a story told by white men. You racist they're going full on racist towards whites in this article, and I think that this article definitely needs to be called out. Cole continues disappointed in a story he believes delivers a narrative of cis white men coming to their senses, criticizing a supposed reversal of wrongs from imperial oppression to white patriarchal standards that result from Kestis' quest, stating that Kestis is only considered heroic because of the game's circular logic. You know what? I'm not even going to read this drivel from this guy. It just goes on, and it's going to take forever to do. But basically, I disagree with this person's narrative because I think it's all the more important for white people to have a heroic character that they can identify with, because it seems that white people have been demonized for the last 4 years. They have been treated unfairly. They have been met with racism and attacks. They have been met with sexism, especially straight white males like myself. We've been treated so unfairly that it's basically a role reversal of the 60s. And now I'm not saying that just black people are doing. White people are being racist towards white people. White people are being sexist towards white people. That's the thing, folks. This person here is adding to that kind of problem. He's adding to the divide that has been created. So Yusef Cole, your statement, your writing is racist. You are saying that white people should not have a hero to aspire to or relate with because their demographic or their story would fit more to a person of color or any other demographic. It fits more towards white people, especially nowadays, because we have to frickin' live a life of being demonized because we're white. You guys want to pull the race card? I'm pulling the race card. Anyway, folks, that's the video. Y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know what you guys think of this person's hateful and racist comments. Do you think that, or did you enjoy Jedi Fallen Order story? Did you enjoy the person who they had as the main character? I did. I thought it was a great story. I thought it was great acting, story-wise, and whatnot. Anyway, let me know down in the comments below what you all think. This has been Orange Chat Reviews. Catch y'all on the next one.